Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Today, I will be talking about a serious and escalating issue in global geopolitics, India and Pakistan. This report provides a brief overview of the history of India and Pakistan, their historical conflicts, and an update on recent significant security incidents. The modern nations of India and Pakistan came into existence in August 1947 with the end of British rule in India. The partition was based on religious lines, with the creation of a Muslim-majority Pakistan comprising West Pakistan, now Pakistan, and East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, and a Hindu-majority India. This period was marked by one of the largest mass migrations in human history, as millions of Muslims moved to Pakistan and Hindus and Sikhs moved to India. Unfortunately, this transition was accompanied by widespread communal violence, resulting in immense loss of life, estimated to be between several 100,000 to 2 million people. Disputes over certain princely states, notably Jammu and Kashmir, became immediate and lasting sources of conflict between the two newly independent nations. The legacy of the partition continues to shape the relationship between India and Pakistan to this day. India and Pakistan have fought several wars and have been involved in numerous armed skirmishes and military standoffs since their independence. The primary cause for most of these conflicts has been the disputed territory of Kashmir, with the exception of the 1971 war. First Indo-Pak War 1947–1948, also known as the First Kashmir War. This conflict began in October 1947 after armed tribesmen supported by Pakistan invaded Kashmir. The Maharaja of Kashmir, Hari Singh, acceded to India in return for military assistance. The war ended in January 1949 with a UN-brokered ceasefire, establishing a ceasefire line that later became the line of control. Pakistan gained control of roughly one-third of Kashmir, while India held the remainder, including the populous Kashmir Valley. Second Indo-Pak War was another conflict primarily centered on Kashmir. Pakistan launched Operation Gibraltar, an attempt to infiltrate forces into Indian-administered Kashmir to incite an insurgency. India responded with a full-scale military offensive. The 17-day war saw large tank battles and ended after intervention by the Soviet Union and the USA, leading to the Tashkent Agreement. Bangladesh Liberation War was unique as it was not directly initiated over Kashmir. It stemmed from the political crisis in East Pakistan, where the Bengali population sought independence from West Pakistan due to political and economic grievances, as well as widespread atrocities committed during Pakistan's military crackdown. India intervened in support of the Bengali liberation movement after millions of refugees poured into India. The war, lasting from December 3 to December 16, 1971, resulted in a decisive victory for India and the creation of the independent nation of Bangladesh from former East Pakistan. Over 90,000 Pakistani soldiers were taken as prisoners of war. The Simla Agreement was signed in 1972 to address post-war issues. Kargil War was a more limited conflict that occurred after Pakistani troops and militants infiltrated across the line of control Low Sea into the Kargil district of Indian-administered Kashmir, occupying strategic Indian military posts. India launched a major military and diplomatic offensive to evict the infiltrators. After several weeks of intense fighting, India successfully recaptured most of the occupied territories. International pressure, including from the United States, played a role in Pakistan's withdrawal. Both nations were nuclear powers by this time, raising international concerns about potential escalation. As of early May 2025, tensions have significantly escalated following a major terrorist attack in Pahalgam, Kashmir, on April 20, 2025. In this attack, militants, allegedly linked to Pakistan-based Lashkar-e-Taiba and its offshoot the Resistance Front, killed 26 civilians, mostly Indian tourists. In response, on May 7, 2025, India launched Operation Sindoor, conducting military strikes against what it described as 9 terrorist camps and launchpads in Pakistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir. India stated these strikes targeted groups like Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed and Hizbul Mujahideen, responsible for past attacks including in Uri 2016 and Pulwama 2019, as well as the recent Pahalgam incident. India described its actions as focused, measured, and non-escalatory, aimed at neutralizing immediate threats while minimizing escalation risks. As of May 7, 2025, the situation remains volatile. While both nations are nuclear armed and face international pressure to de-escalate, the risk of further military action persists. Diplomatic channels and back-channel communications are reportedly active, but the war frenzy and domestic pressures in both countries contribute to the fragility of the situation. This recent escalation underscores the ongoing challenges in India-Pakistan relations, rooted in historical disputes, particularly over Kashmir, and the persistent issue of cross-border terrorism.